The Fat Controller had recently purchased a few more steam engines from different heritage railways to help out with the ever-increasing workload, and one of these happened to be one of Barry's tank engine brothers, and on the day he arrived, the big tank engine hurried to Wellsworth where the Fat Controller was waiting. Right on time. This is Arthur. He is here to shunt trucks and pull goods trains. Henry was impressed. Nice to meet you. And he's got a spotless record. Impressive. But I must warn you, that won't last long on this island. I think I'll manage. Then Barry arrived. Now, Barry will take you to Brendam Harbor where you'll be working. Yes, sir. Long time no see, Arthur. Likewise. Before you go, take my advice. Watch out for Bill and Ben if you want to keep your spotless record. What does that mean? You'll see soon enough. The two Ivets arrived at the harbor and began work. A little later, the twins arrived and were surprisingly well behaved around the new engine. Well... Join in, Arthur. No, thank you. That afternoon, Arthur had to take a train of fresh produce to market. This was the twins' chance for a little mischief. First, they managed to convince him the harbor master wanted him to push his train, but in the excitement of it, they forgot to put his brake van at the front of the train. Bill then hurried alongside Arthur to find the trucks singing at him. En route to tow, we want to go. The fruit's going off 'cause you're too slow. What rude trucks. Sir Topham doesn't like the trucks singing. You must stop them. I will, and thank you. Once the last of the fruit was loaded, Arthur set off. Wait, Arthur, you forgot your brake van. Arthur! But Arthur was already out of earshot. Arthur puffed happily through the countryside, but it wasn't long before the trucks started singing again. Chug, 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 you huff and puff, but you're so rusty you can't even puff. Be quiet. Trucks should do as they're told. This made the trucks cross. If they couldn't sing, they would teach Arthur a lesson instead. We'll show him, they giggled to themselves. They soon reached an incline, and once they started downhill, faster! Faster! Boko had stopped for an accident at the bottom. Arthur's driver applied the brakes, but it was too late. Squashed fruit and vegetables flew everywhere. Arthur was upset. His spotless record was ruined. Bill soon arrived with the Fat Controller. What a mess! The Fat Controller climbed down from his cabin and was very annoyed. What happened here? The trucks were singing. I told them to stop, but they pulled me down the hill. Well, why were you pushing your train? And where is your brake van? Please, sir. It's mine and Ben's fault. We wanted to play a little prank on Arthur, but forgot to move his brake van to the front after removing it. Well, Arthur, it's, fruit, please don't, sir. Ah, well, anyways, thank you for owning up, Bill, but you and Ben must clean up this mess, and I'll be speaking to your owner about this. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Bill began moving the unhurt trucks away, as well as helping Boko to Brendam where he was checked for damage, while Ben brought the breakdown cranes to start cleaning up the mess, with Bill returning to take the loaded trucks away. That evening, Arthur was having the squashed fruit cleaned out of his smoke box. We're sorry for playing a trick on you. Thanks for owning up to it. Sir Topham is pleased with you two after cleaning up your mess earlier. I just feel like we messed up big time, though. I wouldn't worry. It's just fruit. And speaking of which, that's one of the last things I would have predicted to end your record, Arthur. Oh, well. I can always start a new one tomorrow. Be careful what you wish for on this island. Ben? What? It won't be us. Alright then. We'll be keeping our eyes on you two. It's alright, Barry. I think I'm gonna like it here. But I do have one question. How did neither of your crews realize the brake van wasn't placed back on my train? We were told Ben would take it after we removed it. Ben told us Bill had it dealt with. Better get used to this, Arthur. Their drivers are brothers, too. This isn't gonna end well, is it? More times than not.